I like my tech naked. So when Andar sent me these leather cases to review, I was intrigued to see if they could turn me into a case user. Hi and welcome back to Ellis Reviews. Thank you as always if you've subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, the button's down there. Very quick note on this video, I've been sent these products very kindly by Andar, but I've not been paid for them and they have no say whatsoever in what I say about their products. As always, this is a completely subjective review. So if you've never heard of Andar, I hadn't, to be fair, before I came across these products. They make leather stuff, so leather wallets, leather cases, leather watch bands, they sell cream, all the stuff that comes with leather products. And normally I wouldn't be drawn to these kind of accessories for tech because pretty much the only case I use is the Apple silicone case on the iPhone 12 Pro. Even that comes off quite regularly. I just love the fit and finish of Apple products and tech in general. If it's well built, well designed, I want to experience it as the manufacturer intended. However, I've been using 3 cases from Andar over the last 7 days or so. One for the AirPods Pro, one for the iPad Air, and one for the M1 MacBook Air. They've changed my opinion on cases. Really quick note on the unboxing experience. I'm not a massive fan of unboxing. If you've watched my videos before, you'll see that I occasionally do it, but I don't know, it's just not really my thing. But when these Andar products arrived, I had no choice but to grab the camera because they just looked fantastic. They arrive in this kind of fabric pull cord pouch, and when you take them out of it, they come in this lovely kind of dark paper that has been sealed with the Andar logo. I'm a big fan of Apple's unboxing experience. They tend to make it a real proper experience. You know, you get this thing, you open it, it slides open slowly, you peel stuff off, and it's just an enjoyable thing to do. And this stuff matters. It might sound a bit, who cares? But I do think it matters because it kind of kicks off your relationship with the product brilliantly. It's that first impression which is so important, and Andar have nailed it, so top marks there. So firstly, the Mav, which is their leather iPad case, and this is available for pretty much every size iPad apart from the iPad mini, I think, and I've got it attached to my 11-inch iPad Air. Price-wise, it's between £71 to £75 in the UK, depending on which iPad you have. Now, when it comes to iPads, the only case I've used really in anger, if you like, is the Magic Keyboard case from Apple, but that was on my great big 12.9-inch iPad Pro, which I don't use that much anymore. The iPad Air, which is inside here, I've been using purely as a consumption device over the last couple of months or so. It's been naked since I've received it. I've not put anything on it at all. It's just been an iPad. And I love the feel of iPads, like I mentioned before. Now, the Mav is a little bit like the folio cases that you've seen before. It has this opening like this, and you can fold it round into a triangle, if you like that. And then you can obviously just place it on your desk and away you go. It also has a magnet, so stays in place quite nicely. Really straightforward. You've seen this before probably. And it's made from premium full grain oil waxed leather. I have no idea what that means. I know nothing about leather, but I do know this smells amazing. I'm not going to start smelling it because that will turn this into a slightly strange channel, but trust me, it smells of genuine leather. It's just lovely. Fitting it, really straightforward. You just place your iPad in the 4 corners and it snaps in place. Really straightforward. However, I would bear in mind that it's not the sort of case that you can easily take the iPad out of. So it's not the kind of case that you're going to treat as a temporary case and to which you attach your iPad and remove from regularly. It's not really built for that. It's built to be a permanent case for your iPad. And fit and finish is brilliant. You know, all the cutouts for the various speaker grills and the Apple Pencil magnet. It's very well built, very well proportioned. It's not too heavy either. I think one of the concerns I've always had with cases for things like iPads and MacBooks and things is that they can make the device too heavy. And one of the lovely things about a lot of Apple stuff is that it's lightweight. Adding this, the Mav, it just doesn't feel too much heavier at all. It feels really nice in the hand. Now, the interesting thing with this is that it has made me, for some reason, use the iPad more, and that might just be a bit of excitement about getting it in a case and it being a nice case. That might wear off, I don't know. The iPad really has been a consumption device for me ever since I got the M1 MacBook Air, which has completely transformed what I do in terms of email and my early morning working routine, which used to take place on an iPad. Not anymore, it's the MacBook Air. Since I've had the Mav, I've been using it more for other stuff other than consumption. So I've started using it, for example, for note-taking, for replying to YouTube comments, for email occasionally. And the only thing I can kind of relate it to that has changed is this case. And I don't know, I just enjoy carrying it around. I enjoy the feel of it. That might wear off, who knows? Price-wise, I don't think it's too bad actually for genuine leather, and it's so well built. your iPad's very safe in here. That's the other thing. It has lots of protection for the iPad. So yeah, top marks. If you're looking for a really nice leather case, you don't want to spend too much money, I'd go for it. This is the one that I was less excited about. And the reason for that is that I've never put a case on any of my MacBooks, ever. I don't really see the point in doing so. When I leave the house, I just put them generally in a slip case, or occasionally I put them just straight into my bag. However, there's something about the Helm. And again, I don't know if it's just because it's the genuine leather, the smell of it, the feel, the fit and finish, which is fantastic, just like the iPad case. There is something about it. Again, it's made from full grain leather, and it also has the soft microfiber lining inside, so it doesn't scratch your MacBook, and it's great. And it offers a huge amount of protection. Once your MacBook is in here, I've got my M1 MacBook Air in here, it feels like you could do a lot more with it without worrying so much. So you could just lob this in your bag, you could leave it on your table in the kitchen and not worry if people put things on top of it. There's a lot of protection going on here. However, there's a few issues with this one, I think personally. It comes in two parts. It comes with a bottom part and also a lid. The bottom part slips on quite easily, no problem at all. The case that goes on the lid took me quite a while to get on, and there was a lot of force required to get it into the little slots that you have. Felt like I was putting too much pressure on. That might be because, in fairness, that I wasn't reading the instructions. I very rarely do. But yeah, it just bothered me a little bit. That said, once it's on, it's on. It's not going to come off easily. So this, again, a little bit like the MAV for the iPad Air, this is the case that you're not going to want to remove very often at all. And that does at least mean you've got a very secure case. The other thing I'm not overly keen about with the Helm is how much heavier it makes the MacBook Air. So the MacBook Air, by its name and by its design for many, many years, has been a very lightweight, brilliantly portable laptop. With this on, it's noticeably heavier. That may not bother you. If you only use it around the house, it's not a big deal. But if you put it into your backpack, I think you're probably going to notice the additional weight. Now, it's available for all MacBooks, from the 13-inch Air to the MacBook Pro to the 16-inch. I think they did one for the 15-inch as well. And price-wise, it sits between £90 and £93, which isn't cheap for a case, but again, you have to remember this is genuine leather. Will I keep it attached to this? I don't know. I'm going to keep on using it for a bit and I'll update you in due course, but it looks lovely, don't get me wrong. I've got the black version here. I just don't know if it's for me personally. The Capsule is Andar's little case for AirPods, and they have them for the AirPods Pro, which I have here, but they also have them for the AirPods 1 and 2 as well. And again, they come in different leather colours, same leather material they're using. Again, you can tell I don't know a lot about leather, but it's all the same stuff here. Smells fantastic. Fit and finish is brilliant. It comes as one unit, if you like, which is kind of attached by this little thin part here. Attaching your AirPods case is super straightforward, really easy. But again, I was a little bit reluctant about whether I'd like this or not, simply because I've never really put a case on my AirPods. There's no getting away from the fact that this does add bulk to your AirPods case. However, it looks amazing. It looks so premium with this on. It's still not a bad size. It's not really noticeably heavier, really. It's just a bit thicker, but you have to expect that because it's genuine leather. It's well made, it's going to add a bit of thickness to your case. The important stuff, all the cutouts are fantastically placed. Wireless charging still works if you've got the wireless AirPods case. And it offers brilliant protection, again, like all these cases really. Once your AirPods are in this, they feel indestructible. And the one thing I love about it, when you open the case, it kind of raises the AirPods like that. It has to because of the way it's designed, because it comes as one piece. But there's something about that, that's just it's one of those things that's quite addictive. If you've ever got addicted to the opening and closing of AirPods because of the click and the stuff that they make, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is like another level of that. So it's like, yeah, I just like it. Anyway, price wise, it ranges between £23 and £26 depending on which AirPods you have. I think that's a brilliant price, by the way. I'll probably keep this attached, to be honest. I really like this. It's my favourite out of the three. So in conclusion, Andar has definitely converted me to two types of case. They've converted me to the AirPods Pro case. I love this. And they've also converted me to the iPad Air case. And again, I will reiterate with this. I don't know if it's just because it's new and I'm enjoying using it. It has genuinely made me use the iPad Air more. And I just, yeah, I love the whole package really in that respect. I'm still not sold on the MacBook case. I need convincing that you should attach cases to MacBooks. It's a completely personal thing. If you like cases for your MacBooks and you want to get into a leather case for it, a really well made, really tough leather case, then this is fantastic. In fact, they're all fantastic for that. If you are after a premium leather case, you don't want to spend too much money, because I think price-wise, if you look at some of the alternatives, you can spend an awful lot of money on premium, high-grade leather cases for AirPods and iPads and MacBooks. I think they've got the pricing just right, to be honest, particularly the AirPods Pro. I think at £20–25. It's an absolute bargain, this one in particular. But if you are looking for a very good quality case, for example, for your iPad Air, then the Mav is, again, it's great value. So you converted me, Andar, on two fronts. I just need convincing on the benefits of a MacBook case. But I highly recommend them. I will put links in the description so you can check them out and perhaps buy them yourself. But yeah, highly recommended all around. If you've recently bought an M1 Mac Mini and you're thinking, what accessories do I need for it? Keep watching for a link to a video where I go through some of my favourite M1 Mac Mini accessories. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.